Hello, everyone, and welcome to our show. I'm Jack.
And I'm Elena.
Today, we're going to be talking about, well, the true meaning of life.
That's right.
That's a pretty big question, isn't it?
It is a big one. But we're going to try and share some interesting ideas with you today.
We are, and we're going to speak nice and slowly and clearly for all of our English learners out there.
Exactly. We want to make sure everyone can understand.
Absolutely.
So to get us started, we are going to focus on two main things today: actions and connections.
Okay, so let's start with actions then.
Sounds good.
How do our actions, how do the things that we do give our lives meaning?
Well, a really smart man, Viktor Frankl, he wrote a lot about this.
Yeah.
He said that one way to find meaning is by helping others.
Okay, so helping others can give you meaning.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And Frankl actually saw this in a really difficult place. He was in a concentration camp.
Wow.
Where life was very, very hard.
Yeah.
But even then, he could see how important it was to help other people.
Okay, so even in the toughest times,
Yeah.
like even the smallest actions can be important.
Exactly.
Like imagine you only have a tiny piece of bread, right?
Okay.
And you're really hungry.
Yeah.
But you decide to share it with somebody else.
Right.
That would be tough.
It would be. But that small action, that can mean so much.
Yeah.
Because it shows that you care about other people. It shows kindness.
So kindness is powerful.
It really is.
And you're saying it makes life better. It gives life meaning.
Exactly. It does.
Wow.
So now let's maybe talk about connections.
Okay, so we're moving on to connections now.
We are. And when we say connections, we're talking about relationships.
Okay.
So we have connections with people in our lives,
Yeah.
But we also have connections with things.
Right. Okay. Like we're all connected to the environment.
Exactly.
Right. And we're connected to the people around us.
That's right.
So these connections, they're really important.
They are. And Frankl, he had a really beautiful idea about connections. He said that love is the key.
Okay, love is the key to connections.
Yeah, because love helps us really know other people.
Yeah.
And love helps us really know the world around us.
So it goes deeper than just, I like this person.
Right. It goes deeper than that.
It's about truly understanding.
Exactly. And that kind of love, that can be a source of meaning in itself.
Okay, so we've got actions, we've got connections.
We do.
What about connecting with something even bigger?
Oh, that's a great point.
Something greater than ourselves.
Yeah.
Like some people call this a higher power.
Right.
Or maybe, like pure love itself.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about this?
Well, I mean, this idea can give us a really big purpose, right?
It can.
It can be like, it can make all our other purposes, it can kind of elevate them.
Yeah. Yeah, like a mother. A mother is so important to a family.
Yeah.
And she makes the whole family strong. This higher power or this, this pure love, it can be like that.
It can be like that. Yeah. Okay. So this idea, it might be a bit new for some people listening.
It might.
And that's totally okay.
That's okay.
It's good to be open to new ideas, right?
It is. And there's another really interesting idea I wanted to share. It's that we don't actually, find our purpose.
What do you mean?
Well, it's more like purpose finds us.
Okay. Explain that a little bit more.
Sure. So we find purpose when we are busy doing things that are meaningful. We don't need to go out searching for purpose.
So we should just, focus on doing things that are important to us.
Exactly.
That feel important to us.
Yes. That is a good way to think about it.
Okay.
And maybe we can talk about that a little bit more in the next part of the show.
That sounds good to me.
Okay.
So in this part of the show, we've covered a lot. We've talked about actions and connections. We've talked about helping others and loving others. And we've even talked about connecting with something bigger than ourselves.
We have.
It's a lot to think about.
It is. It is.
But we're going to take a short break now, and then we'll be back for part 2.
Sounds great.
We'll see you soon.
We will.
Welcome back, everyone. So we're talking about the meaning of life.
We are. And last time we were talking about actions and connections.
Right.
We talked about how even small acts of kindness can make a big difference.
Yeah.
And how connecting with people and things in the world around us, well, that can make life feel more meaningful too.
Right. And we also talked about connecting with something bigger than ourselves.
We did.
And we heard that interesting idea that we don't actually find purpose. It kind of finds us.
Exactly. Purpose finds us when we are doing things that are meaningful to us.
Okay, so we should be focusing on, on doing stuff, doing things that feel important, But like what kind of things?
That's a really good question. And the answer is, well, it's different for everyone, you know? What matters to me might not matter to you.
Right.
Mm.
Okay. So how do we know? How do we know what's important to us? What's going to give us that sense of purpose?
Hmm. I think we need to think about ourselves. What makes us happy? What gets us excited? What are we good at? You know?
Okay, so think about what we enjoy, what we're good at,
Yeah.
and maybe try new things too.
Exactly. We need to try new things and learn new things and see what feels right for us. It's like a journey.
A journey.
Yeah, we're kind of exploring, we're looking for our own path.
Right, okay. And sometimes we make mistakes along the way.
Of course. We all
Uh,
do. But that's okay. Mistakes, well, they help us learn, right?
yeah, yeah, definitely.
The important thing is that we keep going, keep trying new things,
Hmm.
keep learning. And I truly believe that if you do that one day, purpose will find you.
That's a nice thought. I like
Yeah.
that. Purpose will find us.
It will.
We don't have to stress about it. We just have
Yeah.
to, like, live our lives
Hmm.
and do things that feel important to us.
Exactly. And remember, even small things can be meaningful. You don't have to do, big, huge things to find purpose.
Like what? Can you give me an example?
Sure. Helping a friend, that's a meaningful thing. Or learning a new word in English.
Oh,
Or
right.
even just taking a walk in nature. These are all meaningful things. And they can all give you a sense of purpose.
Wow, that's really good advice. We should appreciate those small things. Find the joy in those simple things.
We should.
Well, this has been great. I'm learning a lot about finding meaning in life.
Me too. It's such a fascinating topic. And honestly, I think we've only just, scratched the surface here.
Yeah,
There's
definitely.
so much more to explore.
Maybe we'll have to do another show about this sometime. But for now, I think it's time to move on to part 3.
Sounds good.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. We've been talking about this big idea of the meaning of life.
We have. We've talked about so many things. Actions, connections, helping others, loving others. We even talk about how purpose kind of finds us.
Yeah, it's been a really interesting conversation. And you know what? I actually I have another idea I wanted to share. It's about gratitude.
Gratitude. Okay. Tell me more.
So gratitude is, well, it's about being thankful, right? When we're grateful, we're happy for all the good things in our lives.
Hmm. That sounds nice. But why is gratitude so important?
Well, when we're grateful, helps us see the good, you know,
Hmm.
even when things are tough.
Oh, I see. So it helps us focus on the positive.
Exactly. It helps us see the good things, even the small things.
Even the small things. Okay.
Yeah. And gratitude, it can also help us connect with others. And it helps us, enjoy the little things in life.
So it's good for us and good for our relationships.
It is, yeah. And I think gratitude, it can actually help us find purpose too.
Really? How does that work?
Well, when we're thankful for the chances we have in life, we want to make the most of them, right?
Oh, yeah. That makes sense. If we're thankful for our lives, we'll want to use them well.
Exactly. So it's like purpose and gratitude, they're kind of like friends. They work together.
I like that. I agree. They do work together.
So let's think about our listeners for a minute. Our listeners who are learning English. What are some things they can be grateful for?
Oh, well, they can be grateful for the chance to learn, of course, and grateful for their teachers and their classmates.
Yeah, learning a new language, it's not easy. It can be really challenging,
Yeah.
but it's also so exciting,
It is. There's so much to learn, so much to discover.
And our listeners, they should be so proud of themselves.
They should be. They're working hard and making progress. We're proud of them, too.
We are. Well, we've reached the end of our show about the meaning of life. It's a big topic.
Yeah.
And like we said, there's no one right answer. Everyone needs to find their own meaning.
That's right. But hopefully our show has given you some new ideas to think about.
Yeah, hopefully it's inspired you to think about what the meaning of life is for you.
And remember, it's a journey. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep exploring.
That's great advice. Thank you so much for joining us. And we'll see you next time.